This video is sponsored by Skillshare.
This could be the best ultra-fast prime you can get without breaking your bank. The latest 7Artisans 50mm 0.95. Welcome back to my latest lens review, and I'm super excited about this little big guy here. Yeah, little because of its rather small physical size, but big because just look at this huge, ginormous, massive front element. Ain't it gorgeous? Gosh, just look at this. I'm so sorry, I got a little distracted. Really, I haven't even started the review and I am already in love with this look. And it does remind me of the Leica Noctilux, which cost about 40 times more. Yeah, you can definitely get a car for that. Look, I'm outside filming this during my family break, but it's a location where I think I can truly showcase the capability of this lens by doing some portrait along the beach. With my kids, of course. And one more thing, the lens I have here is a pre-production sample, and 7Artisans did send this to me for review. But everything I said is based on my own experience, and there are lots of images and video footage for you to judge whether it's a good lens or not yourself. And of course, yeah, I have my usual brick wall test too. So without further ado, let's get it started. I've been reviewing lots of Chinese lenses over the past couple of years. While many impressed, some just couldn't take the boxes, or even with the attractive price tags. But one impressive thing that is common among all of them is the build quality. I'm not sure if metal is really cheap in China or what, but I haven't encountered one that is made with plastic yet. So 7Artisans' latest 50mm 0.95 is no exception. Full metal housing and filled. And I mean filled with proper optical glass elements. The focusing ring is impressively smooth, and so does the aperture ring, which is clickless. I do wish though it has a selectable switch for the clicks like some of the lenses on the market right now. But I'm not complaining, as I'm now accustomed to using clickless lenses on both photography and filmmaking. The arse of this lens is metal and covered with a very fancy dark gunmetal chrome finish, which looks very nice and expensive. And I do mean it. 7Artisans seems to be the only guys who are using this sort of finish, and even though it doesn't do anything, it does look very good every time you look at it. The lens also comes with a metal push-on lens cap to protect this huge front element, which Leica would happily charge you another $200 for. Yeah, that's about the same price as this lens. One last thing, which is new to budget Chinese manual lenses, is that, wait for it, ready? Well, for the very first time, the marking on the lens are engraved to the barrel. Woohoo! This is the very first time. But hang on there, just for a second. Not all of them though. For some strange reasons, only half of the markings are engraved and the other half is still printed. Which is a little odd to me, but it's a start, right? But anyway, overall, I'm very impressed with the build quality of this 7Artisans new 50mm 0.95. 7Artisans 50mm is very compact for what it is, with a diameter of 67.5mm and at 60.2mm long is about 30% smaller than the Leica Noctilux 0.95 and even smaller than the Camlens 50mm 1.1 Mark II that I reviewed a couple of years ago. But as expected, the full metal and glass construction contributes to a rather heavy 416 gram. But it does mean that if you want to have a more balanced operational feel, a bigger camera body with a larger grip would definitely feel more natural. But I love it on my EM5 Mark III because it looks better and the compact physical size makes it look very mean indeed. Aside from a little front heavy, the size of this lens makes it very comfortable for two-hand shooting position. Well, it's a manual lens anyway, so you do need two hands. For that, I would say the Gosh, it's windy, isn't it? And I need to recompose myself and hide here for a bit. Well, I know many of you like my Photography 101 and my Coffee Time live streams, where I often talk about the essence of photography. And I know many of you are very keen learner too. So for that, I want to talk about today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning platform where you can find tons of high quality materials where you can learn new skills or further your existing knowledge. Even as a professional myself, I need to keep up with the latest trends and upgrade my skills for tomorrow's projects. Whether it's editing, actual hands-on graphics design, or just getting some inspiration from some basic in photography or filmmaking, you'll find something in Skillshare. Because I'm so good, Skillshare is offering the first 1,000 subscribers a 1-month free trial instead of the normal 7 days by clicking the link in my video description, so you can start exploring this huge library to your heart's content and boost your creative juice. And all at the comfort of your sofa, bed, or even toilet if you wish. But anyway, I think it's enough and it's time to go back out and talk about the all-important image quality of this new 7Artisans 50mm 0.95. Here's the crunch time. Like most budget ultra-fast prime lenses I've tested in the past, my brick wall tests usually reveal their weaknesses. And let's see if 7Artisans can break the mold here. As you can see, central sharpness is pretty impressive at 0.95. It's probably the sharpest I've seen in a budget Chinese lens so far. Stopping down only better things further. Optimal is at 6.3 until diffraction kicks in at f11, which is pretty standard. Corner is also pretty good, comparing to other ultra-fast prime from China, but it's noticeably better too. You can achieve edge-to-edge sharpness at f5.6 before diffraction kicks in at f11 again. Distortion is very well controlled, and it's a 50mm lens at the end of the day, and it should be very easy to achieve. But I'm glad to see straight lines everywhere though. The 7Artisans does vignette and rather heavy at wide open, but things will improve by f2 and gone by f2.8. There's a little bit of halo going and a bit low contrast between 0.95 and f2, but it's by no means bad and can be compensated very easily in post. But what sets 7Artisans apart from the rest of the 0.95 lenses, apart from Leica, is that the sharpness and details remain. So with a little bit of a dehaze in post, you will get a very high quality image at 0.95. This is something you can't get with others I've tested. Again, don't forget that this effect would actually help retain details and avoid crushing the shadows in low light situations, and I actually do like that. Overall, I'm very impressed with the optical performance of this lens, and what I mean is that this 7Artisans may be the first Chinese lens that I will actually use at 0.95 straight. Is that impressive? This is for you, tonne lovers. Yeah, when you have a 0.95 lens, you've got to show some tonne love, right? With 13 rounded blade aperture, the bokeh balls are round at almost all settings. And as you can see, the bokeh balls are very smooth and creamy too. This makes it a great choice for subject isolation. So, tonne lover, you will love this lens. You may have sensed the tone here. I truly love this 7Artisan, and I would highly recommend it to any budding photographers and filmmakers. And at $200 or pounds, this seems to be a no-brainer. Critically, it features a usable 0.95 image quality, something that none, I would say, has achieved so far at this price range. And even the more expensive Voigtlander 0.95 lenses are softer at wide open, even though that they may not be as expensive as the Leica, but still around 4 times the price as the 7Artisan. So you get the idea. If you're looking for an ultra-fast 0.95 manual medium tele lens for your micro four thirds, or a standard lens on your full-frame camera, which 7Artisans also supports, this 50mm 0.95 has to be on your purchase list. Now, tell me what you think about this lens after seeing the sample images and footage. Have you used other 0.95 lens before, or are you considering getting one? Let's have a chat in the comment section below. This brings us to the end of this review, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you do, remember to give me a thumb and click the sub button if you want to stay in touch with all things photography, filmmaking, and of course, Olympus. Peace! I've been reviewing a lot of Chinese lenses over the past couple of years. While many impressed, some just couldn't cut it, even if the very attractive price tag. But one thing I'm sure, it's freaking windy here. Gosh, the wind is... Oh, why is it so loud and windy? Huge, ginormous front glass. Ain't it gorgeous? Just looks so yummy good. Yeah. Also comes with a metal push-on lens cap to protect this very huge front glass. Just look at this massive, huge, gorgeous front glass. Ain't it gorgeous? Just looks so good. And truly showcase the capability of the 7Artisan.
I know they'll never catch me for it.